Welcome to day 152. I want to talk today about cataract surgery. As some of you know, I'm 62 years old and I just had cataract surgery last Friday. What an experience. Now some of you know that I am a recovering drug addict and alcoholic. I've been sober, clean for over 36 years, but I am still a recovering drug addict alcoholic. I don't drink, I don't use, and going in to do eye surgery, I was a little apprehensive because they were going to give me some drugs so that I wouldn't feel the pain and so that I could get through the procedure with little interruptions. So, my mind does not know the difference between a drug that I get on the streets from a drug dealer or from a doctor that's making a prescription. I got high last Friday. It was all under control. There was an anesthesiologist there. Everybody knew what was going on, and everybody knew that I wanted to be without drugs as soon as possible. Now, when you have surgery, there are certain kinds of pains that go with it, and one of the pains that I have is my eye is just kind of irritated. I got the surgery on my left eye. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to have the surgery on my right eye. So one of the things is I take ibuprofen for discomfort or pain or swelling, and I don't abuse it, but that is kind of like a miracle drug for me. It doesn't change my mood or the way I filter things. It just helps to relieve the pain. So, about 3 years ago, my eye doctor said that, you know, Tom, you've got cataracts, and I was like really surprised because I was only in my 50s at the time. I thought, cataracts in my 50s? Number one, what are cataracts? You know, my grandmother had cataract surgery like 40 years ago. I didn't know what a cataract was. And the way he explained it to me is we have a lens inside our eye. And that lens, over a period of time, gets discolored. It gets a little bit darker and darker. When we first start out, the lens is clear. And as we get older, from the sun rays or from our just the way we just age, that lens gets dark. And so what he said is we need to pull the old lens out and put a new lens in. And that's how we see, that's how we focus with that lens. Be sure to hit the like button. Thank you for hitting the like button. Now, when he told me that I was going to need cataract surgery at the time, he said on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you're blind because you can't see through the lens at all, right now you're at a 2. And he said, so it could be years before you get up to a 7 or an 8 when we really need to change the lens to a new lens. And so I said, fine. Went a couple of years, and I noticed that it was harder and harder for me to drive at night. And I noticed when I would talk with someone else about colors, they would see a color a certain way, I'd see it a different way. And so I kind of got a little bit, I was aware of the fact that my eyesight was changing. But I really was not aware of how much my eyesight had changed until I took the bandage off on Friday to see the difference between my left eye and the right eye about the colors and how bright everything is. So, when I got out of the procedure, I went in to have the procedure done Friday morning. I had to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. They didn't do the procedure until 9:45. But you know, you got to fill out all the forms and everything. My wife went with me. They gave me a little bit of stuff to take, put some eye drops in. I went in. I don't remember anything. I don't even remember really. Now that I think about it, I remember going into the surgery room, but I don't remember anything else. And the next thing I knew, I was out of there. They said, it's all done. And I had a patch on my eye, and then they took the patch off pretty soon. They said, don't rub your eye. They gave me some more medication to take, and they said, we'll see you back at 1 o'clock. Now, like I said, I am a recovering drug addict and an alcoholic. I got high by the doctor because of the surgery. So the first thing I wanted to do, I got out about 20 minutes until 12, is I wanted to go to a meeting for recovery. I wanted to be around other people immediately and not take any time off. I wanted to go around other people because there were people at that meeting that had had surgeries, that had been through what I was going through, and knew how to stay clean and sober from then on. I did absolutely not want to relapse in my life. Hit the like button. I appreciate you hitting the like button. And so I went to that meeting, then I went to another meeting later on in the afternoon at 5:30 to make sure that I was on the right track. We're all going to have difficulties. And I don't want to get through my difficulties by myself. I need the help of other people. I need the help of people that have been there and done it and are willing to share with me how they've been able to get through this situation. Now, the benefit of this cataract surgery has really been worth it so far. I used to have to use reading glasses, and now I don't have to use a reading glass on my left eye. I can see close, I can see mid-range, I can see distance. And the technology is really, really improved. I have what they call a trifocal lens now. It allows me to see close, midway, and then distance. Now, I'm still in recovery. I got a follow-up appointment tomorrow, and I'm going to go to it. I've also followed the directions. They told me to I got one little bottle of eye drops. I'm supposed to put one of those in the morning and then one at night. And I'm following that. My wife's helping me with that. My friends are helping me put those in. And then I have another bottle that I'm supposed to put 4 drops a day in at 4 different times. 1 drop 4 times a day. So in the morning when I first wake up, I get a drop. At noon, I get a drop. At 5:30, I get a drop. And then right before I go to sleep, I get a drop. So I'm on track. I'm following the directions. They said, oh, here's another thing. I wasn't aware of this because, I like to run. And running is the way that I fight depression. And the doctor recommended that I take off some time from running because of this new lens in my eye. It needs time to get accustomed to the eye. So normally I run on Saturday mornings around Lake Hefner, which is a little over 9 miles. And then on Sundays I run 4 miles. And then on Monday I run 3 miles. Well, today is Tuesday. And I was not able to run Saturday. I was not able to run completely on Sunday. Matter of fact, I walked 2 miles, and I think that was fine. And then yesterday, Monday, what I did was I did run 3 miles. I ran 3 miles, but I didn't push myself. Now, another thing he said is no push-ups, no strenuous workouts. Don't go into the gym, which I don't go to the gym, but I do push-ups every day. So I haven't been able to do push-ups or pull-ups. But I'm going to go in tomorrow. They're going to look at the eye. They're probably going to dilate the eye. They're going to give me feedback on when I can start exercising again. For me, exercise is very, very important. I got to get aerobic exercise. That's exercise with air in order for me to fight depression. So if you suffer from depression, one of the things that I highly recommend is exercise with air. Get out, take a fast walk, go out and take a slow jog or a fast run, but get exercise for at least 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to let you know how this thing's all going, how the cataract surgery on my left eye is going, and then what the plans are, if I'm going to go ahead and do the right eye, or if I'm going to just continue to wear a contact in the right eye. I haven't really decided yet. So far, the investment has been about $2,000 for the left eye, and that's with insurance. I had to pay extra to get this new lens, but I think, it's worth it. You got to look at the cost being $2,000, but to be able to see, really, that's the important thing, is to be able to see and see clearly. So I'll let you guys know how this procedure is going. Cataract surgery is nothing to be afraid of. Most people that have the surgery can see a lot better than they did before they had the surgery. So far, it's been really good. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate you hitting the like button.